the podcast. I don't even know what episode it is now, Clark. It's got to be 8 or 9. So anyway, whatever episode it is,
we're around there.
welcome to it, and thank you for watching. We're starting to pick up the likers and the subscribers and the viewers and all that stuff that you ask for.
We are, man, aren't we?
I still think we're at about 10% of our viewers are subscribers.
Yeah, we must
to get on it. Hit that button. That's you know what to do.
I make a big difference.
It's YouTube. You've done it before. So,
sport.
Today's pod, little bit of sport. No COV games to talk about that have happened. Although, from a sports point of view, as much as like I kind of want to wash my mouth out a little bit after saying this, you've got to say congratulations to Scotland. I'm making it to the World Cup. Now, as much as I'm an Englishman, so my natural reaction should be to not like Scotland. It's amazing. I always think it's great for
football,
the summer. Yeah. When the other home nations qualify, and I think Wales, Northern Ireland, Republic of Ireland have all made it to playoffs.
Yeah, I think winning in the way that they did, and then same with Ireland winning the way they did. That's what football's all about.
It's mad to think in the Scotland game yesterday. Scotland scored. One of the Scotland players scored a goal. He lobbed the keeper from the halfway line, and that was probably the third best goal in the game.
Yeah, some bangers, weren't there?
You probably seen it. Scott McTominay's overhead kick, was absolutely ridiculous. Kieran Tierney's hit from outside the box in the 3rd minute of injury time. That's the goal that effectively gets them through.
That was technically the winner, wasn't it?
Absolute worldie. And then to chip the keeper from the halfway line, and it not even to be the goal of the game, was outrageous.
That is ridiculous, isn't it? But yeah, fair play.
Yeah, great to see Scotland get to the World Cup. I just hope the last time they got to the Euros, they were in the same group as England, and it's so boring. The games are always so boring. Yeah. There's so much hype around them, and it's a crap game.
It'll be like 3-0.
Yeah, you want it. Well, last time it was 0-0, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I remember. And
you would have thought Scotland would win the World Cup, but also the way Ireland got to the playoff, a 95th minute goal. Not only was it to send them to a playoff, but for the guy to score a hat trick as well. That was so cool.
Across the international break for Ireland, they'd score 5 goals, and they were all by the same player. I wonder when the last time was that an international team had an international break with at least 2 games in it, and one player scored all their goals without it being like 1 or 2.
I imagine Ronaldo for Portugal's probably
he probably done it at some point.
Yeah. COV. What we got coming up? We got West Brom.
Yeah, got nothing to talk about from what's happened, but yeah, West Brom
at home on Saturday, and then I think by the time we film next week's podcast, we'll have played Middlesbrough away as well, because that's a midweek game, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we go into that relatively confident against West Brom because A, they're not playing brilliantly at the moment. No. B, they've got lots of injuries. And C, we've got a really good record recently against them at home.
We're top of the league.
And we're top of the league,
I will go for 3-0 COV against West Brom and 1-0 COV at Middlesbrough.
I'd be absolutely delighted if we came out with 4 points from those 2 games. Obviously,
but I'll always predict a win.
Middlesbrough are going well. They're second. It'll be first versus second, most likely. Yeah. First versus second
again.
Yeah, for the second game in 3. Lost their manager, which is something I think I had a moan about in the WTF last week. I would say if we can beat West Brom, you beat West Brom on Saturday, you can then, it's a bit of a free swing to me, Middlesbrough away, because the pressure starts to become on the chasing teams. Because if we beat West Brom, we can't be any worse than 5 points ahead.
Yeah.
At the top of the league, because we can't lose ground on anybody if we win. So
we've got a real opportunity to open up a massive gap, because we've either got the next few weeks. We'll either drop us back in, and we'll be in the mix still. We might even still be first, but it'll just be like, or there'll be a big gap because if Stoke start to drop points and we beat Middlesbrough,
Well, you think if we
beat you could create a
if we
massive
beat
gap.
West Brom and we beat Middlesbrough, I know it's all ifs and buts.
Yeah, of course.
But if we were to beat West Brom and Middlesbrough, we'd be at least 8 points clear of Middlesbrough.
Yeah, and you think
And it depends then on what the likes of Stoke and Ipswich and Millwall and all the other teams around do. I still think Ipswich are going to be the team.
I still think on New Year's Day, Ipswich will be in the top 2.
Yeah.
And by the way, I was thinking this the other day after the last pod, and I forgot to mention it. My predictions for the COV scores on this so far have been really good.
Let's hope you keep it up.
I'm pretty sure I got the Stoke one right.
1-0, yeah, you said 1-0.
I said 1-0 COV, and that was an amazing result.
I think I said 2-2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go West Brom. I think we'll beat them. Like you, I'd never predict us to lose.
I'll never ever predict us to lose or draw, by the way. I actually think the Middlesbrough game will be a draw, but it'll be...
I'm going to go 2-1 COV against West Brom.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go 1-1.
Do you think?
Middlesbrough.
I'd take both of
And
those.
if that happened, if both of those results happened, I'd be pretty happy about that.
Do you know what? I'll change my prediction for West Brom to 3-1. I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet. I'll go 3-1.
Yeah.
3-1 and 1-0.
Fingers crossed.
4-1 on aggregate. The news for sport. He's back.
He's back.
We got something to talk about in the basketball
LeBron
section.
is finally back playing basketball.
My only reason for having any interest in the NBA is LeBron James and Steph Curry. And LeBron is back. He is back with an 11 point, 13 assist in about 20-something minutes, I think.
Yeah, great. I hope he gets a consistent season. If this is going to be his last season, I hope it's not one of those like injury-plagued ones where he plays like 30 games.
Yeah.
And it's just he's in and out, and there's more photos of him
than there is
sitting on the sidelines than there is of him in a kit, because that would be a shame. Good to see him back. And the Lakers are pretty bloody good.
They scored 100. Right. This is my fault because I've not checked and I've not watched the highlights, which I usually have with Lakers highlights. Did it go to overtime?
I've no idea.
Because they scored 140 points.
Yeah,
but the other team scored like 125.
Yeah, you'd assume not then, wouldn't you?
I'm assuming it went to overtime.
But they were 10 wins and 4 defeats without LeBron.
Yeah.
So you'd have to say,
yeah,
not too bad at all.
Well, Luka went on that period where he had like 500 points every game. So it was like one.
Yeah, he was doing some ridiculous things, wasn't he? Unbelievable. Luka.
What else in the sport? Nothing really, is there?
There was, again, for the second weekend on the trot, there was no NFL games as far as I can remember.
Wasn't there? Because funnily enough, as I remember, how have I just forgot that segment? That's just great. You could have got away with that.
Yeah.
Go on, talk about your Bucks first.
I don't really want to.
I'll give you the stage.
Yeah, the Bucks lost. Probably not that surprisingly. They lost to the Buffalo Bills. I mean,
I think
it was always going to
deal because they were rubbish.
It was going to be a difficult game because the Bills were so awful.
They were going to come back
the week before when they got beat by the Dolphins. They were so terrible. I'd said last week, there's no way the Bills were going to play that badly
twice in a row,
twice on the trot.
They're too good for that.
And unfortunately, I was absolutely right.
It's annoying being right sometimes.
Yeah, and it started well because I think we intercepted Josh Allen on the first drive of the game. And I thought, oh, here we go. Yeah. It's going to be another good game. From then on, he was unreal.
He was amazing.
And I think he absolutely diced us up. I think
throw for 3 touchdowns and rush for 2.
I think he threw for 4 and rushed for 3.
But the last time I saw the stat come up,
it must have been 3 of each because they scored 42 points. So that's 6 touchdowns. Yeah.
The last time the graphic came up on the screen for what I watched, for when I was watching Red Zone, it was 3 and 2. So they must have had an extra one.
The bright spot for the Buccaneers was I can't even remember his first. Sean Tucker I think it's
running
Sean.
back. He was amazing.
Who was like an outside bet. We've suffered so many injuries that I think initially he was signed to our practice squad. And because of all the injuries, he's been getting a game. And he scored 3 touchdowns.
It was one of those where it's like, well, someone's got to start.
He was amazing. He was absolutely. He's been amazing. Like he's been our sort of undiscovered like player of the season. Like he's the best player in the NFL that nobody had heard of 2 months ago.
It's one of those watching Red Zone where it's like every time they went to the Bucs game, he seemed to score a touchdown. At one point, it was like
incredible.
It's like three times in a row where they went to the Bucs game, he scored a touchdown. It was like, oh my god, that's amazing.
And they were good quality. They weren't just like
they were good touchdowns.
Punch it in from the 1 yard line with the running back. They were proper. He broke off a couple of decent runs and ended up in the end zone.
Yeah, I think Ravens game they won, but it's always hard to tell how well you've done against teams like that because we played the Browns and they're just terrible. So it's like you don't really have to do any good.
It was a bit underwhelming, really, wasn't it? The Ravens.
It was a bit of a nothing game. It was like they won, but nothing really happened. Like neither team were that good because you don't have to be because they're terrible. So it's like the Browns were awful like usual. The Ravens just were good enough to win, but I always find it weird when your team plays against teams like that because it's like, well, you don't need to do any good, do you? Because they're crap. So
no, well, you know, you're naturally better than them. So unless you either really play terribly, or they play like uncharacteristically well. You're going to beat them because if they have got the only bright spark for the Browns really.
Can you imagine how bad they'd be gone?
Is they've got Myles Garrett,
who's
probably the best defensive. There's no probably about it.
He
is the best defensive player.
Can you imagine how bad they'd be without him?
Yeah,
they'd be dreadful.
Yeah, they would. They would be genuinely
that don't
terrible.
Watch the NFL. It'd be like, but do watch football. It'd be like Wolves this year having Gabriel from Arsenal. Play centre back. It's like literally, it'd be him and then 10 idiots. It's like
10 people out the crowd, sort of thing. Yeah,
but like he's so good. Like he is so good. But
who do your Ravens play this week?
Jets. It's a free win.
It should be a win. I've got a feeling
we're back to 500 as well. We're 5-5.
Yeah, we're 6-4 at the moment. You might have to double check for me. I'm pretty sure the Bucs play the Rams, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, I'm never great with who the Ravens. I never know usually until about the Thursday, Friday who the Ravens are playing. But this week I do. Yeah, we're on the 6 o'clock window as well, which is always a bonus. The Bucs are. Oh, that sucks, man. You're playing the Rams, but it's Sunday night football. It doesn't kick off until 1:20 in the morning here.
Is it in Tampa Bay or in LA?
LA.
See, that always makes
8-2. Damn.
That always makes a massive difference because not only are they good, but they're also 3 time zones away.
Yes, you've got a long way.
So the travel makes a massive difference.
At least
in those
there
games.
Won't be a weather change because it's pretty much the same, isn't it?
And it's the SoFi Stadium is indoor anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Do you know what? You lot, how have I mentioned this? Are silently creeping into being rubbish again because you guys had an amazing record. You're 6-4. If you lose and we win, we're both 6-5.
Yeah,
the crappy Ravens.
It's a tough. I'd like to think it's one of those games where we're going to have to play really, really well to win.
Yeah.
I'm still going to, like with Coventry, I'm never going to predict the Buccaneers are going to lose. But I think it'll be a tough game. Matthew Stafford's a really good quarterback. They've got some really, really good players. Puka Nacua is a really, really good receiver. They're pretty well organised defensively. So they're at home. Those games where you travel away. But I said that when we played the Seahawks away earlier in the season, which I think is one of the longest road trips in the NFL, and we beat them. So,
what's your score prediction? Go on, drop a scoreline.
I am going to go. It's going to defensively. We're quite poor at the moment, so I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I'm going to go 38-35 Tampa Bay.
I'm going to go 42-17. 2 touchdowns and a kick for them, and just loads of points for us because they're rubbish. 42-17.
There we go. We'll see how we.
Well, that's our sports section over for the week, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think a bit of an because we usually do WTF at this stage.
News.
Don't
we do world news at this
point. We're going news first.
Let's go news.
Go on then. We'll do.
So
put you up with some news.
The one that caught, there's been a few bits that have caught my eye this week, and one of them was the anti-immigration protests.
This is funny.
That British people did about immigration in Benidorm. Now, for those of you that watch this that aren't from the UK or aren't from Europe, you'll know you might not be. Benidorm isn't in the UK.
Yeah,
and it was the irony to me
That's hilarious.
You've got people living in a foreign country. If you live in a foreign country, you are an immigrant.
Yeah.
Complaining about immigration in the country they no longer live in.
Yeah. I love that. It's like Tommy Robinson does it. He complains about people that are in danger coming to this country. And then every time he gets into a little bit of trouble, he flipping pisses off to
goes somewhere else.
Portugal or something.
It's bizarre.
It's
bizarre to me. It really is. The whole attitude. It's like, I mean, we were talking about this earlier when we were sort of talking about the things we wanted to talk about on this podcast. It's almost like you want to be angry about something, so you'll find something to be angry about, but you're too stupid to understand why you're angry.
Yeah. So it's like another one that we've got for this week is Aldi are doing black elves this year.
This was brilliant. Yeah, the elf on the shelf.
Anyone actually cares.
Yeah.
If I walked past in the shop, I wouldn't even bat an eyelid.
Yeah.
Who actually cares? But anyway, yeah, it's just like those 2 elves, like you say. That you
the elf on the shelf things.
Yeah.
That every parent's nightmare over December.
Someone posted them, and they put, "Great at Aldi. Even Christmas elves have to be made like culturally or ethnically cleansed now."
Oh.
And someone replied saying, "FFS elves aren't black. FFS elves aren't black." And someone replied, "Elves aren't real, mate."
But again,
they're not any colour because they're made up.
I mean, it's crazy to me how ridiculous it's become
so funny
as a society now, and it's just, you're going to take the time to send a tweet
about that
to a supermarket about the colour they've made a toy
about something a made up animal.
Yeah, not
animal. Sorry, I was thinking about dragons.
They could be sky blue, pink,
but Smurfs are blue. The Simpsons are yellow.
Yeah,
the Teletubbies are multicolored.
Who cares?
Because they're all made up. It'd be different if they made a snowman brown. It'd be like, well, that's a bit stupid because snow's white.
Snow's white, yeah.
So it's like they're actually, but like elves aren't a colour at all. They're just a made up thing. So it's not that big of a deal.
If you don't want to have a black elf for your elf on the shelf,
just don't
go to the box next to it
where
the white ones are. It's like, for fuck's sake, it's not difficult.
Who was asked? Yeah, but it's like,
I was determined to get through this podcast this week without swearing, but some of these people are so ridiculous.
Can these people not see that if you've got a black child or a brown coloured child, do they not think it'd be nice for them to have a black elf or a brown coloured elf? Because it doesn't matter what colour they are. It's man.
I don't say. I always say we don't want this podcast to be politically anything really, politically neutral. But I think the thing that gets missed sometimes, like as someone from a city like Coventry, the good thing about a city like Coventry is it's a multicultural place.
Yeah.
You can go to various different parts of the city, and you'll meet people, or you'll be able to find people from almost every country in the world.
Yeah.
I bet there's at least one person in Coventry from every country in the world.
Do you know what's pretty cool, actually? Because for people that don't know, I don't know why you would know. One of the jobs I do is I coach in schools. And at the moment, across the 5 schools, I coach 2 kids from Afghanistan.
That's cool.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, but I think Coventry is great because it's a multicultural place.
Yeah.
Coventry was rebuilt
on the back of
migrant workers coming over
and helping out
after the Second World War. So for people from a city like Coventry to be anti-immigration and it's not anti-immigration, is it? Let's be honest. It's anti people of colour.
Yeah,
I think is
exactly
is ignorant as much as anything else.
And as much as I wanted to, it's stupid. And for like you say, with keeping it like political and stuff, I don't really particularly lean to any side of the political thing. I think they're all as bad as it. But I'm not anti right wing or anti.
It's got nothing to do with politics.
I'm just anti stupid people.
And
at the moment, it just so happens that the thing we talk about,
anti-racist,
most of the stupid people happen to be really far. And so I've got no problem if you're a little bit right leaning or a little bit left leaning or whatever. I'm just very anti stupid people, and above anything else, I'm just anti-racist. So stuff like this I just find hilarious because it's stupid.
Here's the thing that always gets me, right, is you'll get these people that are right-wing, and let's be honest, for want of a better word, racist.
That doesn't mean all right-wing people are racist.
But those same people that have got these like anti-immigration views will have then been watching the telly on Sunday night cheering for the likes of Bukayo Saka, Jude Bellingham. They'll go up to the city at the weekend. They'll cheer for Brandon Thomas Asante, Haji Wright, Sakamoto, Milan Van Eyck.
Yeah.
You just think,
but with absolutely...
Victor Torp is in their mind is probably acceptable.
Right, so exactly what I was just going to say. These people will have no issue with people from would have a big issue with people from all those other countries coming over to live here, but would have no problem with Victor Torp coming over to live. Someone from Denmark coming over to live because they are white.
Or you'll go to the hospital and you'll be really well taken care of by an Indian triage nurse. You're then going to see an African consultant. I had to go for an MRI scan, and everybody that I dealt with was an immigrant. I was phenomenally well looked after. What a stupid argument. Anyway,
what have we got? Right, new segment on Wild Gas. Right, I mentioned. I can't remember if I mentioned it off the pod or on the pod, but either way, I thought the WTF segment is starting to go a little bit dry, and part of the reason is because I tend to just not have one some weeks, and sometimes we're sort of just
feels a bit forced. It
does feel a little bit forced. Yeah, so I thought, we'll have a bit of a refresher for the pod, and we're going to do a new segment. I hate that I stole this as off backside as well, but I'm sorry. It's one of the podcasts I consistently watch.
We love your backside. I've never watched it, by the way, but
that's my fault. However, they do a segment where in there's 4 people. So one of them, which I'll play that role this week, he gets 3 news stories, and one of them is true and 2 of them is false, and he plays it against the other 3, but they get super competitive about it. So you'll do one each week, just like we do with the Tenable. We'll rotate, and it is going to be a competition. So I actually do want a little bit of competitiveness and effort.
Okay.
However,
hit me with them.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
So your first and the information I'll read out is all the information I've got.
So only one of these is true?
Yes, you got to guess the real one. Okay? So, in Japan, a cafe has opened where every drink is served inside a giant hamster ball. The customers climb in and they roll around while sipping lattes, and they can only exit once they exit the hamster ball, that is, once they finish their drink. A big twist to that is they have to race the other customers' hamster balls to a finish line marked on the cafe floor, and wherever you finish in that line, that is the price of your drink.
Okay.
Next one. We have got, for some reason, that one's not got a headline, but I think it's incorporated the headline into it, which is a bit weird. So the next one is, a coastal town in Maine has officially voted to ban seagulls after one of the rogue seagulls swooped down during a ribbon cutting ceremony and flew off with the mayor's toupee. Tourists had then later reported seeing the bird proudly wearing the hairpiece. Then, last one, we have got in Brazil, a farmer accidentally grew a field of corn that glows neon blue at night. Thanks to a mix up with a fertilizer company, local kids now use the field as a natural rave spot, dancing under glowing stalks while the farm now sells glow in the dark popcorn.
So we've got Japanese people having coffee in hamster balls. We've got
The seagulls being banned
seagulls stealing toupees in Maine, and we've
from
got glow in the dark corn in Brazil.
Yeah, we've got glow in the dark cornfields in Brazil.
The glow in the dark cornfields in Brazil seems the least likely. I've got to be honest. Maine is on the coast, so there is the potential
For seagulls, yeah,
for that sort of thing to happen, and I kind of want that to be true. It's see the Japanese or the Japanese in the hamster balls to fit a person in having a coffee. The hamster balls would have to be absolutely massive.
I assume what it means, because you know that it's not like with news stories. I assume it means those big Zorb balls. Do you know they play football in? Because they are enormous.
And I can't see you do see some crazy things on the news about Japan. They do some. So it's one of those the Japan one is so ridiculous that it could quite easily be true.
Do you really think? I'm not going to try and influence your opinion at all over this, but do you genuinely think that one's ridiculous?
Yeah.
Really?
People in hamster balls drinking coffee
in Japan.
That's what I'm saying. That's because you do see some crazy stuff.
See, if I had gone like in Croatia,
but
in Japan, they do all sorts of technological madness over there.
Do you know, I'm going to go the one that I think is going to be true. I'm going to go for the seagulls in Maine because the Americans are also daft enough to decide we're going to have a rule banning what's effectively a wild animal.
Damn it, that's a true one.
Yes, come on.
I did think that was a little bit of an easy first round, but I just thought we'll get the tasters in for the round. But yeah, that was it. I thought the reason I went with the Japan one is because I thought that was the most believable one. I can't believe you thought that was ridiculous.
It was
that sort of threw my
one of those
news
things,
stories off.
It was so ridiculous that it could be true, but nobody would make that up.
Yeah, I just thought that's the type of thing they sort of do because they love all like the bubba teas and all of that sort of stuff. And it's like, well, if we can have a chance to have a roll around in the hamster ball, we'll go for it. It's like, why not? But yeah, new segment. So we'll find news stories each week, and it'll go exactly like it just went then. So top five. I'm a big fan of this week.
Is a common theme that you see being discussed,
which is why I can't believe we've not done it yet.
Yeah, and we're each going to have our own top five list. We might have some similarities, but we're each going to have our own top five list, and it'll be your top five. They can be living or dead, but your top five dinner party guests.
Right. So I thought they had to be living. So all mine are living, but
all mine are too.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So it's your top five dinner party guests because you've got your list in front of you. You go. So
what I've done is I've tried to avoid. I think my list hasn't changed because of this too much, but I've tried to avoid us having too many of the same.
Yeah.
I imagine we're going to have one the same.
Probably have a couple the same.
But I've tried to avoid this. So I've got the one I think I've put first because I think we'll have the same was LeBron James.
Yeah, I had LeBron as well. Yeah.
Sorry that we mentioned him so much. My next person I would have would be Ben Wilson.
As in Super Ben Wilson in goal?
As in Super Ben Wilson. Yes. But he wouldn't be in goal. He'd be at my dinner party. He wouldn't have to have his gloves on.
That's a good one because I imagine he'd be a good laugh.
And he's played for Cov for years. So
yeah.
He's played for Cov since they were shy as well. So the stories of it and some of the players that have played for Cov over the years whilst he's been there.
Yeah, he always comes across. I imagine he'd be a good laugh.
He's awesome. He's funny as well. Next, I would have Steph Curry. Okay. Seems like a great guy. Interesting, sort of like intelligent character as well. Would have some amazing stories because of his NBA career.
Yeah.
And he's like, just seems like a normal, like humble, like nice sort of guy.
I'd love to talk to him about that gold medal game in the Olympics as well,
Where he
because
just goes off.
that was incredible.
Next, I've got, this is another one you might have, but I think you'll have his counterpart. I've put Kevin Hart.
Okay, yeah.
So, but just because I know he gets on with those other guys, I just thought I've got to have a little bit of chemistry in there. I'm not sure when Ben Wilson fits into this.
Can you imagine Kevin Hart trying to understand the bloody word that Ben Wilson was saying?
That's what I thought when I made the list. I was like, and then my next one's going to throw that point even more into the water is Lewis Capaldi. Can you imagine Kevin Hart watching Lewis Capaldi and Ben Wilson talk to each other?
You have Kevin Hart, LeBron James, and Steph Curry all trying to translate what on earth Ben Wilson and Lewis Capaldi were on about.
I thought that was an amazing top five.
That's a good list.
I've had a good one there.
So Lewis
Capaldi's great as well, by the way.
Lewis Capaldi is very funny.
Quality.
Very funny. And a brilliant singer as well. So I've got LeBron, obviously the same as you. I went for another basketball player that you're probably not going to be surprised by.
Obviously,
Shaquille O'Neal, because he's my all-time favourite player. He's one of my all-time favourite people as well. So
I avoided putting him on the list because I knew you were going to have him.
The next ones are a little bit of a mashup, and it's kind of an interesting bunch. I've gone for another one of my tall icons from a previous episode. As well. I've gone Greg Davies.
That's
just because at a dinner party, you get Greg Davies at a dinner party, and you get him like telling the stories that he's got to tell. He'd be so funny, at a dinner party. Likewise, and it'd potentially become a bit of a competition, would be Will Ferrell.
Yeah,
I love Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell's so funny.
He's class,
and I think him and Greg Davies together, like anything could happen.
That would be good.
And then the final pick I've gone for is just because he always comes across as such a good guy, and it'd be great to talk to him about, speak with him, ask him questions about some of the films that he's done over his life. Is Tom Hanks?
Yeah,
Tom Hanks is brilliant.
Yeah, I had a few honourable mentions where now I've just thought of him. I'll probably replace Kevin Hart with Ricky Gervais.
Oh man, Ricky Gervais is good.
I potentially have an honourable mention for it. He maybe because comes the after drinks or something would be Noel Gallagher because he's not as much of a dick as Liam, and I love to have Liam there as well. But he's got the potential to properly do your head in. Yeah. But Noel seems like a proper sound guy, and I want to hear all the Oasis stories. So it's he wouldn't do my head in as badly. Yeah, I think they're two good top fives. Good.
Let us know who would you have come to your ultimate celebrity dinner party. You got 5 people.
Yeah. Right. Is it Tenable time already?
It is Tenable time.
Damn. So this week we have got, just because I think this week's is a little bit trickier. So what I've decided to do is
it's your turn to ask me, isn't it?
Yeah. So I've got 2 lists. So we're going to have a bonus one today because
bonus Tenable.
I might be wrong, but in my opinion, one of them's decently hard and one of them's really hard. So we'll start off with the really hard one. Is top 10 days spent as number 1 ranked dart player in the world.
Okay.
Ever, by the way.
I'll go with the obvious ones I can think of first. So we'll go with Phil Taylor.
Obviously,
I think he was world number 1 for about 150 years.
3,323 days.
So nearly 10 years.
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
Yeah. We'll go with Michael Van Gerwen.
Where do you think he is on the list?
So Phil Taylor was obviously top,
obviously,
right? Yeah. Michael Van Gerwen probably third.
Second. With 2,559, which is also way more than I thought he would
go with Eric Bristow.
Not on the list.
Not on the list. Wow.
This is why I thought this was difficult.
The crafty Cockney. Not on the, well, let's go with Raymond van Barneveld.
Not on the list.
Wow.
The extended. Annoyingly, I've only screenshotted and cropped the top 10. I think because it's the list that went down to Luke Littler been one day when it's produced. It's everyone that's ever been on it. I'm pretty sure it was, and he was on the list, but he just wasn't in the top 10.
Trying to think. So players that have been world number, because I mean, when Phil Taylor was world number 1 for 10 years, obviously nobody else was.
Exactly. That's what helped.
So
Didn't help with Van Barneveld.
It'd be either side of him, wouldn't it?
I think you've got. I think you've got a few before him, and then a few since him. The few since
that's
him.
what I thought. Eric Bristow would have been before him. What about Dennis Priestley?
Not on the top 10.
Ah, man.
Right, we'll get some clues going. So you've got 1 and 2. The third bloke I've never heard of.
Oh, that helps.
Yeah, and that doesn't help at all. I've got no idea who that is.
How many of them are currently still on the tour?
Fourth, I don't think I've heard of, but I think I have. Fifth is still playing. Sixth, I don't think is. Seventh, definitely playing. Eighth, no. Ninth is.
I think Gary Anderson's won a couple of world titles, so he's got a chance.
I think Gary. Yeah, he's not.
Gerwyn Price has won a couple of world titles.
Gerwyn Price, so 569 days. I think he is 7th.
Michael Smith.
Michael Smith was 9th. So you're missing the current one, who is at number 5.
Possibly not Rob Cross.
683 days at number 1.
Couple of years as world number 1. See, Rob Cross won the world title, but he came from absolutely nowhere when he won it. Peter Wright. No.
Was on the list, just not in top 10.
No.
Remember.
So he won a couple of world titles.
I'll give you a clue. It's the last couple of years at number 1.
Oh, so Luke Humphries.
Yeah, Luke Humphries has just been overtaken, obviously, by
I was trying to think of the players.
So,
see, if it goes back to like the BDO days, you could have players like Martin Adams or like John Lowe.
No. So you've got third is Alan Warren a little.
Never heard of him.
Fourth was Rod Harrington.
Okay, I heard of Rod Harrington.
Yeah, I've heard of him. After Luke Humphries, then was Colin Lloyd.
No, don't.
Then it was Gerwyn Price. Then it was Peter Manley.
Oh yeah, I didn't realise he'd been world number 1.
Michael Smith. Then it was John Part.
Okay, he's commentating now, isn't he? Canadian guy.
Yeah, exactly. Right, your actual top 10. I think this is a bit of a better one.
Did crap on that one.
That's why I decided to pick another one, because I did think that was very hard. I thought that could be a cool bonus.
Yeah, my sports knowledge is good. My darts knowledge obviously isn't very good.
So, top 10 players in the NBA ranked by their career dunks. It's an amount of career dunks.
Amount of career dunks. Bloody hell.
So I then thought this was another hard one. I thought if we're going to have a bonus one, we'll make it 2 more difficult ones.
Shaq.
Number 2.
Well, LeBron James is always on every list because he's played for 1 million years.
Number 4.
You get players that literally all they ever did was dunk.
You've got one name on here that I actually out loud giggled at when I saw that it was on the thing. I cannot believe he's on there, but it really, really made me laugh.
Not Russell Westbrook. No,
but like, he dunks it a lot. Like, I can't picture in my head what this guy looks like dunking, and somehow he's on the top 10 list for all-time dunks. This properly made me laugh.
So I've got Shaq and where was LeBron?
4. You've got 2 and 4.
2 and 4. Players that dunk the ball. Wilt Chamberlain.
Sorry, and I'll take that wrong guess away. The list, because they only started tracking it, I think it was the 96-97 season.
Okay.
Sorry, it has to be since then. I forgot about
that. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Number 7. He's players like that. Like the only highlights you've ever seen of him is him Euro step dunking. So it's like he's got to be on there. There's like number 1. Pretty much didn't do anything. It wasn't useful for anything else apart from that. Number 3. Only highlights would ever have been dunking the ball.
So Michael Jordan won't be on that list then because his career was practically over.
Yeah.
By the time they started keeping
people like him, it's not his era.
Keeping track of that. This is tough. going to go Rudy Gobert. No.
Wow, what a guess!
Is he on there?
Number 6. I can't believe you've got that.
Pull that one out. Elite ball knowledge.
That is elite ball knowledge. That's a random ass pick.
Oh, what's the guy? JaVale McGee.
he's too cheap to be on the list.
Oh, really? Because he won the dunk contest, didn't he? Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard's number 1.
He's number 1, is he?
Yeah, so he's number 1. He's on 2,950 dunks, and Shaq got 2,626.
Yeah, but played for 4 years before they could start.
Exactly. So you've got 1, 2, 4, 6, and 7.
This is a lot more difficult.
You're doing quite well
than I thought it would be.
Number 3, you probably should get really, and then the rest after there are sort of.
So I'm going to go Vince Carter because he had some spectacular dunks, but maybe not the volume.
No, he's not got the volume.
Yeah.
The rest are quite tough once you've got this one guy.
Yeah, there's always an obvious one that you miss, and everyone will be like the other week when I was doing the other states in the US.
In fact, number 3, I'm pretty sure he still plays, but he's like way past it now. But like back in his day, it was like, do you know when Vince Carter was towards the end of his career? Yeah. He was like still good enough to be on an NBA team, but if you told a kid that this guy used to be able to do this stuff, they'd be shocked.
Wouldn't believe you. I can't think.
Kind of like Blake Griffin. No, he's not on the list, by the way, but kind of like he is.
I'm trying to think. I don't pay enough attention to the NBA quite clearly anymore. No, I can't. You have to give me the rest of it.
Number 3, DeAndre Jordan.
Oh,
that's the one I thought you should have got. So that's
not the nastiest in-game dunk I think I've ever seen.
That one dunk where he catches it like back,
catches it off Chris Paul.
I think that's the greatest in-game dunk of all time.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
So you got Dwight Howard, Shaq, DeAndre Jordan, LeBron James, Tyson Chandler.
Okay, yeah.
Then you got Rudy Gobert, then Giannis. Like you got number 8, Amari Stoudemire.
Oh, Amari Stoudemire. Yeah, he had some. He had the dunk in the dunk contest where he threw it off the backboard and Steve Nash headed it. And he caught the lob. Yeah.
Then you've got number 9, the greatest piece of whatever basketball punditry, whatever you want to call it. What is it called? If the Martians are pointing the death laser towards Earth, you got to get someone to shoot it or whatever it is. I want Iguodala. When they're talking about Steph Curry taking the final shot, it's the Death Martians again.
Andre Iguodala had stupid hops.
Well, that's what I was thinking. He because the times I know him is when like Steph and them would just like charge through the NBA and stuff, and he was I think he was a bit past that sort of bouncy time.
Yeah, when he played,
he would have dunked that on LeBron when he blocked him.
When he played for the Sixers,
he must have had hops.
He had crazy hops. He was in a couple of dunk contests. Iguodala was.
Yeah. And then, because the reason I thought it was funny that it was on the list is because if he had been that athletic to have that many dunks, when he had that blocked by James, that really famous play, surely he would have banged it. if he was like that stupid bouncy. Then number 10 was Sean Marion.
Okay, ugliest jump shot in the history of the NBA. But he could fly.
Yeah.
play for the Suns.
Yeah. That's it for this week. I quite like the
decent.
This week. That's a good.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. And in fact, I've got something to plug before it because we haven't got any sponsors for the party yet. So you can plug stuff without it being a detriment. If anybody, I might put the link in the video actually. If anyone wants any gift cards for photography for Christmas, then click the link below because it's me. So if anyone's got a dog,
help him get his business going.
A kid, a wedding, a couple, a maternity shoot, anything that wants photographing or knows anyone that wants that photographing, then click the link below because you can or just message me. But you can get gift cards for it now. They're officially released this week, so get on that. But apart from that,
this week's podcast is sponsored by Josh Clark Photography for all your photography needs.
Yeah, and do you know what? I might create a discount code for the pod. I'll do it in the morning. If you're still watching and you go and get one, if you put in the code podcast10, you can get 10% off. Now I can create that.
There we go.
So yeah, thanks
Got to
for
say
watching.
as well for that, you bet it's unless you want to pay the money for some flights, UK only.
What?
People buying vouchers for your photography company.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
It's got to be UK only.
I'm pretty sure they're only purchasable in the UK, right? Because I've turned international stuff off on there, just in case, like
you're not ready to go global just yet.
Just in case someone. Well, if anyone is getting married and you're watching this and you get married in like Greece or Vegas or somewhere, if you pay for everything, I'll come out and photograph it. I've had messages about that before.
I'll come out and help you.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Cheers.
We'll see you next week.
See you next time.